Hey everybody, welcome to Midnight Update. I'm Seamus Byrne. Welcome to Tuesday the 24th of February. Okay, I'm here at Kickstart 2009 on the Gold Coast. It's a gathering of IT journalists, vendors and PRs, so we can all get together and hear about the latest offerings from a lot of different companies in a very short space of time. So I'm going to present this quite loosely this evening to quickly cover off some of the key things that have been discussed so far here in the program. So let's get on with it. The whole Kickstart event kicked off with a debate all about the ISP filtering issues and the mandatory filter specifically. It was a pro and against debate arrangement featuring Geordie Guy from EFA and Mark Newton, the infamous engineer from Internode, who has made his feelings well known in some great open letters, up against Bernadette McManaman from Childwise and Anthony Pillion, the MD of WebShield, one of the trial participants and an advocate of the idea of filtering. It was a crazy heated debate, and it got really it was a very interesting debate, very heated, and even some people on the floor who were journalists there were quite upset about some of the views expressed by the pro-filtering people, the kinds of comments where they've intimated in various ways that if you're against the filter, then you're for child pornography. The video of that whole keynote is actually about to go online. Hopefully by the time you're seeing this, it will actually be available, and we'll either have it embedded on midnightupdate.com or we'll have a link straight to that video. So check back on the website right away. It was a great debate. It's about an hour and 20 long, and really worth checking out if you haven't actually gotten up to speed lately on where this debate is currently at. In more general product news, Spinvox is one particular product that's been a standout so far for me. They've actually just announced that they're going to be a partner of Telstra for a new voice-to-text service that's going to be available to all consumers who are on Telstra Mobile. Now, this is a really cool idea that actually will convert your voicemails into a text message, and the process takes only about 2 or 3 minutes. As somebody who personally is awful at checking voicemail, I think this is just a golden idea, and sadly it's only with Telstra at this stage. They did say they're in discussions with other mobile providers, so hopefully it will appear on more networks soon. But this is going to be a great product if you just want to have your voicemails instantly appear as text messages completely transcribed. It's both an automated service, and if it's having trouble, it actually sends the message through to a human transcriber, so you're pretty much guaranteed error-free messages. Now, the initial pricing is going to be $5 for access to the service plus 40 cents per message, or $15 for 500 message conversions, and then 40 cents a message after that, which is actually a pretty good deal when you think about the amount of money that might otherwise be spent on those 30-second blocks when you dial into your voicemail service. Some other really cool ideas we've heard from GoTalk. They're one of the smaller, well, actually they're not that small, but they're a mobile and fixed and VoIP service provider, and they do some data services. They've got some really cool new ideas coming up, one of which is the idea of having a protected chunk of data for, say, the parents in a family that they can password protect, so that if they reach the point where someone in the house is hitting the torrents pretty hard and they want to be able to, and suddenly they're shaped before the end of the month, if a parent really needs to get work done or they just want access to full speed data, they can lock off a chunk of their allowance, and so they're the only people that can access it come the end of the month, and the kids can be the ones still dealing with the shaping. So this is actually a pretty cool idea and a really clever sort of family friendly concept. The other is a fixed and mobile data deal all under a single plan. They're going to be delivering this service through different providers. I believe it's Vodafone on the wireless and Optus on the fixed, I believe, or I think it's on ADSL too, but the details are all going to come out on this stuff in the coming months. The protected data idea, they're still finalising the name for this offering. That's going to come out around the end of March, and the fixed and mobile under a single cap, that is going to come out around about 2 months from now. So I'm hoping to catch up with the GoTalk guys at some point around then so we can get into the full details, because it's a really good idea. We've also had Sony here doing their official launch of their new HD camcorders. I mentioned them recently, and we actually had a chance to play with them here today and check out the nice new features. So we're about to take a look at their product manager showing us the 3 best features of the top of the range model.
What we're showing here is our new optical active steady shot mode, affectionately called OAS by all at the Sony office. Basically, it's 10 times more powerful than traditional image stabilization, and you can see this in the demo here. This is last year's model with steady shot enabled, and this year's model with the new active mode enabled, and the difference is like chalk and cheese, as you can see on the screens. This basically means someone can literally walk or run with the video camera and get virtual shake-free footage. As you are probably aware, Handycam have always been known to push the bounds in terms of quality of video footage, and this year is no exception. What I'm showing off here is our new Exmor-R CMOS sensor. The Exmor-R is basically a backlit sensor, so they've taken the wiring and placed it under the photodiodes. Not a terribly new technology, but something that has been reserved for very, very expensive sensor manufacturing. You can see again the difference here is chalk and cheese, recording on last year's model and this year's model. The difference in low light situation has come a long, long way. The last feature I want to show you today is our inbuilt GPS tagging featured on our top 3 cameras. Basically, this is a new and intuitive way to organize your footage. As you move around the country and record video, it logs where each piece of video was recorded by longitude and latitude data. By using the touchscreen, the worldwide maps are actually included on the camera. You can navigate around easily, and everywhere there's a bit of video has been recorded is marked with a small red pin. You can touch on those to bring up the video footage on the left-hand side. Now that data is actually embedded into the video clips and to the still photos, so if you do choose to download them to a computer, you have full integration with PMB and Google Maps. Now this basically will allow you to look at where pieces of video have been recorded on either satellite or map view, once again making it quite an intuitive, easy and a fun way of organising the footage from your holiday.
So these cameras are hitting the market next week, and the top model will be $26.99. So if you are in the market, these look like they're well worth checking out. That's all for tonight's update. Thanks for stopping by. You can join me weeknights around midnight Sydney time for the latest daily tech news, and for more coverage, please visit midnightupdate.com.